Hello Capricorn, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for December, and of course you know what that means. I don't know why I'm excited for Capricorn season. So I'm like, oh, Capricorns. Okay, great. I get to do their reading next. And I don't know why. I'm excited. And I got this vision of you like being all, business at work during the day, all serious and having to act responsible. And then it was like this sense of kicking off your shoes. It's party time. So happy birthday to all you beautiful Capricorns who are having a birthday in December, you December Capricorns. And your beautiful January Capricorns will be looking at your birthday in the January reading, if I can say it properly. But I also got this sense of there's 4 seasons in one day. In quite literally, that's a metaphor for the month. Because I get this sense that there's an ability over, we are moving into holiday season. As you know, that's always your birthday season. But it is this sense that I've been able to deeply say goodbye to something as well. So yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Why are you showing, like, 1 minute they're all happy and dancing and next minute they're having this very deep contemplation, and it's almost like this sense of, really contemplating and deeply letting something go. So I'm like, gosh, I just think there's a lot going on for you here, Capricorn. So, but let's focus on the good stuff as well. We've got a beautiful new moon coming in your sign on the 23rd or 24th, depending on where you are in the world. So that's very exciting. And we have a full moon in the sign of Gemini. Can't speak today, Capricorn. Gemini on the 7th or 8th, depending on where you are today. So this kind of makes a lot of sense. Open your heart to love, positive change, and detach from drama. So I do feel like, it's not about getting caught up in a drama or other people's drama or reacting to somebody else. It's kind of an energy of putting some kind of conflict or drama to the side or behind you for the moment with a situation or a person in your life, and being able to kind of open your heart to them, which can create this positive change. Now, this is only if you want to do it, of course. This is only if it feels like, the feeling I'm getting is that there may have been like this invisible barrier between you two, or there was just a growing wall of some sort, or there was just something there that was, it might have been really obvious, but it was the sense of I'm getting the energy of letting that wall down for the moment. At least that's the energy that's coming through. So let's see, detach from drama, positive change, and open your heart to love. Let's see, so it feels like a bit of a peace treaty for the moment. So let's see what situations or themes this might be around or involved with. So let's see what's coming through for you here, Capricorn. What is coming in? What is happy? Because I kind of think want some harmony, want some happy vibes to come in. So we've got King of Shells, harmony and integrity, quite literally, as I said that. Okay, harmony and integrity. Yeah, and it's kind of wishing that this can come into a situation that everybody can be acting with integrity, and that can bring the harmony within the situation. Of course, you can act that way, but can the other person or the other people? But it's almost might be leading by example, but I do feel like the integrity of our relationship could actually be restored in some way, shape or form. So, the King of Shells, this is Scorpio energy. So it could quite literally be around a Scorpio or a water sign in your life, but it doesn't have to necessarily be so. The King of Shells is somebody that feels things acutely, intensely. So it could actually just be the release of some very tightly held feelings or emotions that are there with the King of Shells. So I do feel like it is really wanting to restore harmony and integrity to a situation or a place or an environment or a relationship here with that King of Shells. Absolutely. And it's like, you know what? It's the end of the year. It's my birthday season. I just don't want any drama. Let's just, let's just enjoy ourselves for the moment. Let's try and find some peace. So let's see what's shifting and changing. We've got the moon Pisces. Yeah, whenever the moon comes out, there's, these little crustaceans come out of the water. A little bit like the King of Shells is something runs deep. It's Scorpio energy and there's something coming up. So it really feels like something that's been there underlying has come out up to the surface to be kind of dealt with, worked with. We've got the Sword 7 Venus Aquarius. This is love, and let's talk about it, and maybe let's make some changes, positive changes for the future. There's also an element here of money, like it's love and money, and maybe whether they're separate or intertwined, that's all coming in together. So we've also got Hanging Man, Water, Neptune, Cancer, Pisces, a lot of Pisces. So when Pisces comes in, it's where there's been blurring of the boundaries, or where it's been a sense of something hasn't really been clear. It could have lost yourself in somebody else as well, or got a little bit lost. But this Venus Aquarius energy wants to come in. I mean, wants to come in and reset some boundaries, or rules or boundaries or agreements or whatever it is within a relationship. Rework it. Think outside the box. Maybe we're going to do things a little bit differently. But let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what's working. Let's talk about all of this stuff that's coming in. So I feel like the Venus Aquarius is plans that can be new plans that can be made here. But there's also a sense that a lot is coming up from underneath, from beneath, things that have laid stagnant and haven't been addressed. So this is actually a really good time to do that, to lay a lot of things to peace, which is really great. So, and let's see, it's really a positive time to move forward, especially with a particular relationship in your life. I would say this feels like a real important relationship in your life here. So Capricorn, I wanted to let you know that this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, and I always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Capricorn. Just take what feels right, trust your intuition, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, you'd like to explore it deeper and further into the future, there will be an extended reading. Yay. And yeah. Also, just letting you know that I am launching some merch, which you probably already know from the opener. And I am having a Black Friday sale for my readings, 15% off my readings. So I'd like to go check that out. Now is a really good time to get a reading, especially end of year and birthday time. So let's see what is coming in. So the link for all of that is in the description box below. Let's see. Oh, boom, the Tower. Yes, everything is blown open, okay, out into the open. So, yeah, justice. We're looking at contracts here. Absolutely looking at contracts and thinking about your long-term future. Something has become crystal clear. Revelations that are coming in here might be a little bit, take a little moment of adjustment. I've just got to move all these cards down. Let's see. You are the Knight of Swords. Okay, your mind's going super, super fast here. The Queen of Wands, I feel like this is your significant person here, not gender specific, but it is somebody, could be a Leo even for some of you, but doesn't have to necessarily be. So somebody you find very attractive or you have a very warm, loving relationship with usually. Here comes the Moon card. So this is a really important energy. And the Moon, as we said, you've got the new moon occurring in your sign on the 23rd or 24th. This is a new moon. It's a dark moon. So this is where there's some things there that, again, are coming up around the home energy and around relationships around the home in particular. And it's about really creating some kind of mindset shift that comes in here where you're looking to build some really good foundations. And look at that, the 9 of Pentacles, you're going to be happy. And the 10 of Pentacles, yeah. We like it. Okay, so yeah, definitely now that we're looking at this reading, a really clear, open, honest conversation could do wonders here. Absolutely. Just bringing up grievances or however that presents actually could really clear the air and just everything could feel totally different. Like it's just a totally different energy. So George is chiming in. George, my rooster. And yeah, he's saying, yeah, really could be different here. So yeah, the Tower, like boom, Tower. In it comes. Next to the Ace of Swords, revelation. Yeah, George is like revelations are coming in, or just seeing something that is not working within a relationship. I mean, it's the round crown with a rectangle building. In comes the lightning bolt, boom, breaks it completely open. This is not fitting. This is not working. Why are we building something this way? Why have we made this? So it's a big kind of questioning of a structure in your life, whether this is to do, I do think it's very connected to relationships, but I mean, there is money here as well, but I mean, usually the two of them can be very intertwined as well. And this doesn't have to be a love relationship, if you're single or living on your own. This could just be a significant relationship with like best friend or family member or somebody that you're close to. It actually feels like a pretty close relationship. And the Seven of Wands is that at first when this Tower moment comes in, I do think it might take a moment of adjustment just to kind of go, okay, we're taking our barriers down. That's what the Tower can mean, letting somebody in a little bit more. And the Seven of Wands is when somebody's got their defenses up as well, where somebody's kind of got like a space, they're defending a space around them. So this is really a sense of it's being asked to let your defenses down, or something will occur where your defenses are coming down. Sometimes, that can mean falling in love, but I kind of feel like the other cards don't suggest that here. I feel like it's an existing relationship that we kind of got the barriers up somehow. But in your conscious mind, you've got the Justice card. So the Justice card is contracts, quite literally, but it's also a fairly impartial and detached energy, like the detached from drama. Pallas Athena, she's got the Sword of Truth. So you can see that there's parallels between these two cards here. The Justice card holds the Sword of Truth. And in fact, in my Mythic Tarot, Athena is the Justice card. So she's the goddess of truth and wisdom and battle strategy. So it's kind of like, the truth came out. And maybe initially, like, your first response would be to kind of put the barriers up, or to go on into some kind of like, how am I going to respond to this, a strategy. But they're really, I think it's the Justice energy is wanting to bring in some kind of fairness. George is like, yes, we want fairness within a relationship if something has not been fair. Absolutely. And so it's reworking contracts, absolutely. Contractual agreements within relationships are what kind of like the unwritten rules and the structures. So it's reworking that, the agreements, things like that. There can be the Akashic records, things that you've come in to just say, we're going to work this through together as a relationship in this lifetime. I mean, contractual agreements with money as well. That's something. Money and home is here with the Moon and the Four of Wands. The Moon does represent the home as well. So I do feel like, there's a lot going on here with that. So definitely you might be rethinking, reworking, looking at all of that. And I actually think it's good, I think it's really good that this has come up. At the base, though, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very grounded energy. It's nice to have that earth energy deep down, because it's very much like, okay, I'm taking this slow. I don't have to. Well, it's interesting because the Knight of Swords, which you're turning up as in the spread, is fast. It's determined. It's fast. It's like, I'm going to nip this in the bud straight away. I'm going to take this on. I'm going to sort this out. But the Knight of Pentacles at the base would suggest that this is a longer term relationship in your life. Somebody that's around, and it feels like you're thinking of your longer term future here. So it actually feels like, strangely, what it's doing is grounding this relationship down into something that feels a lot more kind of solid in a way. So it's having a very positive effect in that regard. It's just you've got to kind of clear out some of the confusion or lack of clarity, lack of boundaries, whatever it is that's come in that was kind of creating a bit of a murkiness But luckily in the recent past, we've got the Ace of Swords. So if anything has been unclear, well, clarity has come through. You've seen the truth or clarity, or there's been a very, the truth has come out, or there's been a very clear and frank and direct conversation. And that has like, boom, precipitated this tower moment of, a sense of being opened up when maybe you're not quite ready for it in a way. And that's why it's interesting with the Three of Swords, because it could actually feel quite vulnerable. It's like if you open up and actually show what's going on inside, the truth is that you've been hurt. By the Three of Swords is saying, well, if I let my defenses down, you're going to see my wounds. You're going to see what's been really hurting me, and I've been trying to hide that or put my barriers up or seem, like I'm okay or for whatever reason. But yeah, there's things that have been actually really hurting me here. So yeah, and the thing with the Three of Swords is that this is actually, the wound has come up to be cleared. So there's this beautiful sense of clearing up and clearing out wounded energies. So you're presenting as the Knight of Swords, which, this, like I said, the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy, so it might feel like this is kind of all over quickly, or all could happen quite quickly, or your mind might go into overdrive. But either way, you want this sorted and over and done with. Like, you don't want this. This all feels like the Tower card's super fast. This is super fast. And then the Knight of Pentacles is like, yeah, slow down, ground down. So it could just be a bit of a storm in the teacup, but it's a necessary thing, that kind of this necessary release of pressure or unspoken things that come out that restore the harmony. And so the energy surrounding you is the Queen of Wands. Now, I feel like this is your person, the other person in the relationship, or just the nature of the relationship in general. There's a lot of warmth here. There is somebody who genuinely cares for you and is actually, very discerning about who they like and who they don't like. And you're one of the people that they actually genuinely like. It's just that there may have just been this confusion somehow, or some deep resentments that came in, perhaps little resentments. Always can come into any kind of relationship. But this in general is like somebody who's there, very loyal by your side. And like I said, it could be a Leo energy, but it doesn't have to necessarily be so. And yeah, this, I do get the sense that because we've got it's kind of like you're both in your little, it's like you need to find a meeting point in a way. Because it's like, I've got my position and you've got your position, and this is where we're at. And it's like not necessarily going to budge from my position until this Tower card comes in. And then it's like you've both kind of forced to shift and change your positions in some way, or how you kind of, your vantage point within a relationship. So something is being forced to shift and change within this relationship. Because we've got the King of Shells, which is Scorpio, the Queen of Wands, which is Leo. It's very fixed energy. And even though you're a cardinal sign, like at Capricorn, I feel like there's this sense of fixed energies don't like to budge. And so it could feel like a bit of a challenge, like who was actually going to make the first move, or who was going to, I guess, open up or soften. In a way, it's a bit like a staring competition. Who's going to blink first? So it was a little bit like that is kind of what I'm getting here. But at the same time, these two people are very dedicated to each other and very loyal to each other. So it's interesting energy. We have, as hopes and fears, the Seven of Pentacles. So this is growth, quite literally, wanting growth within this situation, within this relationship that's coming up and being highlighted. And the reason, this particular relationship is being highlighted is because it's a really significant relationship, and it's important what's actually shifting and changing here with it. So that really is what is happening, is that there's the opportunity for growth to come through. Now, I've just got to reach and get these cards. So as the outcome, we've got the Moon card, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So, and the Nine of Pentacles, but I'll talk about that in a second. So the fours represent foundations, absolutely, foundations. We've got the 1111 here, so we've got a soulmate connection that's coming through. What do you want from that soulmate connection? What foundations? What do you both want? Is a really important thing. And with the Four of Swords, this is saying, yeah, have a big think about it. Think about all the stories and narratives and that have been going on, and what has been going on inside your mind, your thoughts. And we can see, interestingly, with this Four of Swords, it's put the three swords to the side, the three swords here, just laying it to rest, which is kind of what we're getting, lay something to rest for the moment, like it's a peace treaty, and perhaps see it from a different perspective, or just take some time out from it, a rest, give it a rest of some sort, whatever conflict this is, or whatever this battleground has become within this relationship. And it might be that you get on really, really well, but it's just one thing you might not agree on, or there's just, always those little things. But the Four of Swords, yeah, there's a potential for a mindset shift to come in, how you're perceiving and seeing this relationship because of the moon. So both of these cards, the Four of Wands and the moon, do represent home as well. So, and that things have been underlying around a home environment or home situation, and it's really kind of asking you what it is that you want around your home energy. So that's a really important energy, and it might actually be really great to get some good sleep, to get some good rest. That could actually be something that comes in terms of your health as well. So, but yeah, it's there's really a sense of resetting the foundations within a relationship and going, okay, let's reset that, and then we can build from there. And so this is where you've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is taking a rest, taking a break around the home, and being a little bit more fancy free, like not having to be so serious. We kind of had that party. This is more like the party time. So they kind of showed it to me in the opposite, that the readings come out opposite to I was saying party, then the deep think. But this is more like the deep think, then the party. Okay, because whenever the King of Shells comes out, it is a Scorpio energy. So it is like there's an intensity here that needs a release. So the Nine of Pentacles is, kick off your heels, do something nice, let yourself just do whatever you want. This is like fancy free and just not having any responsibilities or any deadlines, or just feeling like I just need to enjoy myself a little bit and have a nice time, however that plays out in your life. So absolutely, this Nine of Pentacles is just really independent energy as well that comes through with the Nine of Pentacles. This is very self-sufficient and independent. So it may be looking at where you've become codependent or where you've become too independent of each other. And this is where it's kind of, trying to restore the harmony and integrity to the relationship, because integrity is all about the foundation of the relationship. And so this is also where we're seeing the Sword 7, which is about restoring boundaries within relationship. Venus, love. Aquarius is thinking outside the box, doing things slightly differently, restoring different structures and rules. So I feel like ultimately you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is this lovely energy of harmony and, getting the conclusion or agreement or the achievement that you want. Absolutely. This is nice energy around the home. It really is. So I do feel like, yes, there's blessings coming in within a particular relationship and blessings coming in around the home. And you don't have to be living with this person for the blessings to be coming in with the home. If you are, then it's double whammy. But it's also you're getting the blessings either way kind of thing. Like you're getting blessings. This relationship is being blessed, whether you live with them or not. Your home is being blessed. So this is a nice energy as well. It's also like got a real family vibe to it. So quite literally, this could be to do with your family, your roots, your ancestry, things to do with that. Could go, deep into that if you really wanted to. But it also just might be somebody that feels like family. There's a closeness there. So this Ten of Pentacles is like really nice. I just feel like nice conversations, a little bit of fun. Just there's an ease where there used to be a little bit of underlying tension or intensity. So that's actually a really nice energy to come through. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Capricorn. Let's pull an affirmation card for Capricorn. What did you get? Let's see. Let's see. I turn every experience into an opportunity. You quite literally are. So each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. So whatever this tower moment is that comes in within a relationship or within your life in general, this is something you can really turn into a positive opportunity here to restore some kind of harmony or integrity around the home or around a relationship. So there's a lot of really nice established energy. It's like feeling good that something has been re-established. So let's see, we have, okay. Of course, we've got the tower, speaking of building structures, and we've got the key. You have the key to rebuild and to build something that is going to be long lasting. You know, it's a tower that's coming in, but quite literally you had the tower moment, and the tower moment in the tower card has unlocked something which has created a situation where you've been brought back to harmony and integrity, or there's the opportunity to, at least. So it's an experience you can turn into an opportunity, and I think that's really fantastic. And the thing is with towers as well is that they're something that can be seen from a long distance. Like, for whatever reason, they bring me back to, like, before Google, we all had Google Maps or navigational systems on our phone. The way you could navigate was through seeing a tower, quite literally, you know. And so that would help you navigate your way through life or through this situation. You hold the key to navigate your way through this situation or this experience and turn it into the opportunity. But also, I think this is what I'm also getting is that the results are there to be seen. Other people are going to see this. So they're going to go, oh, you guys are getting on again, or, oh, you're going, you know, you're doing this again now, or, you know, they're going to notice that you've come back to doing something or come back together in some way, shape or form. Or there's this sense of, just feeling like you've come back to yourself, really. So that's a really nice energy to come in for you, Capricorn. I think it's really fantastic. So, and yeah, it's just something amazing has been unlocked here that you can build something even more amazing. This amazing tower. So, and it's long lasting as well. Towers, they last for a long time as long as they're built on those good foundations. And that's the important point here. So that's it. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, Capricorn, where we're going to see what's coming in the near future and the future beyond. It's a sense of, okay, found the peace, been able to, something's been broken open and be able to restore balance and integrity in some way. Now it's time to kind of just take the pressure off a little bit, have some fun. But it feels like it's like, okay, we're stepping into the new year. Something that's been built up is released. But where's the new year taking you? You know, you start the new year with this Nine of Pentacles. We're moving into January, Capricorn season. If you're going straight into that season as the Nine of Pentacles, this is a nice energy to go in with, which is really nice. So let's see where it's all going. Let's see where it takes you into the new year. And also we'll ask any other clarifies, is there something else we need to know? Often when the moon comes in and the Hanged Man, there are things like shifts of perspective, patience is required. There's things underneath the surface. So if we scratch underneath the surface, we might get a little bit of clarification about something that's been going on there as well. And we're going to ask the best way to work and manage with this energy to get the optimum result and to make it an easier transition, to turn the experience into the opportunity that you want it to be. So yeah, that's all in the extended reading. Love it if you come over, Capricorn. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And yeah, the description box below has the link to my Black Friday sale for the tarot readings. Plus also check out my merch store, 15% off for the launch. Love it if you check that out. And yeah, happy birthday, beautiful December Capricorns, and take care.